The mystery of shadow people, a supernatural unsolved enigma. Imagine waking in the dead of night, your room cloaked in darkness, only to see a figure standing at the foot of your bed. It's not human, not quite, just a pitch-black silhouette, featureless yet staring. You blink, your heart pounding, and it's gone, leaving only a chill that lingers in your bones. This is the phenomenon of shadow people, one of the most haunting paranormal mysteries in modern times. Across the world, countless people report terrifying encounters with these dark, humanoid shapes, silent, elusive, and impossible to explain. Are they ghosts, demons, interdimensional beings, or tricks of the mind? Welcome to a spine-chilling journey into the unknown, an unsolved mystery that blends true crime intrigue with supernatural dread. Settle in because we're diving into the world of shadow people, where the darkness hides more than just shadows and the truth is as fleeting as a whisper in the night. This isn't just a ghost story, it's a puzzle that grips your soul. A true crime-like saga of fear and fascination. For every encounter we explore, the line between reality and the paranormal blurs, pulling us deeper into a world where the unseen watches. Are shadow people malevolent entities or harmless illusions? As we unravel this terrifying mystery, I'll take you through chilling first-hand accounts, the theories behind these apparitions, and the supernatural lore that keeps them alive. So dim the lights, check the corners of your room, and let's face the shadow people, a paranormal enigma that will leave you questioning what lurks in the dark. The phenomenon of shadow people is as old as human fear of the dark, yet it's only in recent decades that these entities have gained a name and a place in paranormal lore. Unlike traditional ghosts, pale, translucent, or tied to a tragic past, shadow people are starkly different. They appear as solid, inky black silhouettes, often humanoid but sometimes shapeless, with no discernible features. Some have glowing red or white eyes, others wear hats or cloaks, but most are faceless voids, radiating an eerie presence. Witnesses describe them as fleeting, vanishing when confronted, yet their gaze feels piercing, as if they're aware. These terrifying encounters span cultures, continents, and centuries, uniting strangers in a shared dread of the unseen. For fans of unsolved mysteries and BuzzFeed Unsolved, shadow people are the ultimate paranormal puzzle, a true crime-like mystery with no crime scene, only shivers down the spine. One of the earliest documented accounts comes from 1960s England, though the phenomenon likely predates this. A woman in Manchester reported waking to a black man, standing in her bedroom doorway, motionless and silent. She screamed and it vanished, leaving her husband fast asleep beside her unaware. No break-in, no trace, just a memory that haunted her for life. Fast forward to the 21st century, and shadow people reports have exploded, fueled by internet forums like Reddit's r/paranormal and r/shadow people, where thousands share their stories. A 2018 post from a Texas teenager described a tall, hat-wearing shadow figure watching him from his closet every night for a week. When he left a light on, it stopped, only to return when the bulb burned out. A 2023 thread from Australia detailed a mother seeing a shadow child dart across her living room, mimicking her son's movements, but her son was asleep upstairs. These accounts, raw and visceral, resonate with young listeners who scroll X or binge true crime podcasts, craving the thrill of the supernatural. What makes shadow people so terrifying? It's their unpredictability. They appear in homes, forests, hospitals, or even daylight, often during moments of vulnerability, sleep paralysis, grief, or stress. A 2019 survey by the International Paranormal Society found 68% of shadow people sightings occur at night, with 40% linked to sleep paralysis, a state where you're awake but can't move, often hallucinating vivid figures. Yet many encounters happen in full consciousness, defying easy dismissal. A California man in 2020 described driving home when a shadow figure crossed his headlights, vanishing into a ditch. No drugs, no fatigue, just a moment that shook him. These stories, shared on platforms like the Confessionals podcast, paint shadow people as more than hallucinations, theory, and unsolved mystery. a paranormal phenomenon that feels too real to ignore. Let's explore some chilling first-hand accounts. In 2005, a nurse in Ohio named Sarah worked the night shift at a hospice. One evening, she saw a shadow figure glide down the hall, pausing at a patient's door. Thinking it was a visitor, she followed, but found no one, just a cold draft and a patient who died hours later. Sarah quit soon after, convinced the figure was a harbinger of death. In 2012, a college student in Ontario, Canada, named Mark was studying late when he felt watched. Turning, he saw a shadow man with red eyes in his dorm's corner, fading as he grabbed his phone. Mark's roommate, asleep, saw nothing, but both later heard footsteps in their empty hall. A 2021 account from a hiker in Oregon's Mount Hood Forest is even eerier. She photographed a waterfall, only to find a shadow figure in the frame, absent when she took the shot. These terrifying encounters, shared on Paranormal Caught on Camera or Reddit, grip 18 to 35-year-olds, who love the mix of true crime dread and supernatural chills. What are shadow people? Theories range from science to the supernatural, each offering a piece of the puzzle. The psychological explanation ties them to sleep paralysis or stress-induced hallucinations. During sleep paralysis, the brain, caught between REM sleep and wakefulness, projects vivid images, often dark figures, onto reality. Hypnagogic hallucinations, common in fatigue or anxiety, can mimic shadow people, especially in low light. A 2015 study in sleep medicine found 38% of people experience such visions, often culturally shaped, e.g. Japan's Kanashibari demon. This explains bedroom sightings but not daytime encounters or shared experiences, like a 2017 report of two siblings in Florida seeing the same shadow figure in their kitchen. For skeptics, shadow people are pareidolia, the brain's tendency to see faces in chaos, like seeing a figure in a coat rack's shadow. Yet the emotional weight of these encounters, described as paralyzing fear, suggests more than a trick of the mind. The paranormal theories are where things get wild. One popular idea casts shadow people as ghosts or spirits, residual energies of the dead. Unlike traditional apparitions, they lack form, perhaps due to weak energy or deliberate concealment. A 2016 investigation by the Atlantic Paranormal Society, TAPS, at a haunted Virginia plantation linked shadow figures to slave burials, suggesting trauma-trapped spirits as dark silhouettes. This resonates with true crime fans who see parallels to unsolved murders leaving restless souls. Another theory labels them demons or malevolent entities feeding on fear. The Hat Man, a recurring shadow figure with a fedora, is often tied to demonic lore, with witnesses reporting oppression or nightmares post-sighting. A 2019 episode of The Dead Files claimed Hat Man sightings spiked in homes with occult activity, though evidence is anecdotal. For young listeners, this supernatural angle, echoed in BuzzFeed Unsolved, is pure catnip, blending horror with mystery. An interdimensional theory, popular on X, suggests shadow people are beings from parallel universes, slipping into ours via dimensional rifts. Quantum physics posits multiple realities, and experiments like CERN's Large Hadron Collider spark speculation about portals. A 2022 Reddit thread theorized shadow people are leaks from another plane, their form distorted in our world. This explains their fleeting nature and lack of interaction, like glitches in reality. The Man from Tauret, a 1950s mystery of a man from a non-existent country, shares this vibia stranger out of place. Sci-fi fans raised on Stranger Things love this idea, seeing shadow people as cosmic intruders. A time travel theory, less common but intriguing, posits shadow people as future humans or time-displaced observers. Their dark form could be a cloaking tech or a side effect of temporal distortion. A 2018 account from a Londoner described a shadow figure in a hooded cloak watching a car accident, vanishing as paramedics arrived, as if recording history. Wormholes theorized by physicists like Kip Thorne could enable such glimpses, though no proof exists. This angle, blending true crimes, who are they, with supernatural, when are they, hooks listeners craving mind-bending puzzles. Some cultures offer ancient parallels. In Islamic folklore, jinn shape-shifting spirits can appear as dark figures, watching humans. Native American legends speak of shadow walkers, spirits guarding sacred lands, like the Navajo skinwalkers. In African Yoruba tradition, abiku spirits manifest as shadowy children tied to death cycles. These myths, shared on my favorite murder or lore podcasts, suggest shadow people are universal, a paranormal archetype transcending time. Yet modern sightings, often in urban settings, feel distinct, as if technology or stress summons them. Science offers clues but no closure. A 2006 experiment at Lausanne University induced shadow-like visions by stimulating the brain's temporoparietal junction, mimicking paranormal sightings. Carbon monoxide poisoning, linked to hallucinations, was blamed for a 2015 Missouri family's shadow people encounters, resolved after fixing a gas leak. Electromagnetic fields, EMF, high in old homes can trigger unease or visions, per a 2013 neuroquantology study. Yet these explain isolated cases, not mass reports or outdoor sightings. Paranormal investigators, like those on Ghost Adventures, use EMF meters and thermal cameras, capturing shadow figures in places like Ohio's Mansfield Reformatory, but skeptics call it suggestion, not proof. Why do shadow people haunt us? Their silence is their power. Unlike ghosts begging for help or demons taunting, they just watch, leaving us to fill the void with fear. A 2020 YouGov poll found 41% of Americans believe in paranormal entities, with 25% reporting personal encounters, shadow people topping the list. Their rise tracks modern anxieties, insomnia, screen time, urban isolation, making them a supernatural mirror for our age. For 18 to 35-year-olds, shadow people are a Reddit rabbit hole, a true crime mystery with no victim, only questions. Are they watching us, or are we watching ourselves? What do we know? Shadow people are reported globally, often in moments of fear or transition. They're dark, silent, and elusive with no clear origin. Science points to the brain, folklore to spirits, and conspiracy to dimensions. They're an unsolved mystery, a true story in the sense that thousands feel their gaze. Whether hallucinations, demons, or travelers from beyond, shadow people remind us the dark holds secrets we may never grasp, a paranormal enigma that thrives in our fear of the unknown. So, what do you make of shadow people? Are they tricks of the mind, spirits of the dead, demons, or visitors from another realm? Have you had a terrifying encounter? A shadow figure watching from the corner of your eye? This unsolved mystery, a supernatural tale of the unseen, remains one of the most chilling phenomena in paranormal lore. It's a reminder that the darkness hides more than we can see, and some truths are too fleeting to catch. I want to hear your stories. Drop them in the comments. Have you seen a shadow person? What do you think they are? Do you lean toward science, spirits, or something stranger? If you're hooked on paranormal mysteries, terrifying encounters, and true crime like I am, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell. We've got more chilling tales coming, stories of hauntings, glitches, and enigmas that will keep you up at night. If you enjoyed this dive into shadow people, give it a like and share it with a friend who loves a good supernatural puzzle. Until next time, keep an eye on the shadows, because in the world of shadow people, you're never truly alone. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the unknown.